Hi.
Hello.
You're the new nurse.
Yes, I am.
I'm Dr. Brooke. Phil. Just done an ingrowing toenail. In Florida, nearly 100 manatees are fatally mangled in speedboat propellers every year.
That's very interesting, Dr. Brooke. Excuse me.
I've got to spend more time with people who are conscious.
Phil, could you chase after that biopsy result? Michael will need it when he comes in.
I suppose so.
Beth, I have an old friend dropping by to say hello this morning. Her name's Geraldine Finch. Could you point her over to me? I'll be preparing for my clinic.
Finch. All right. Anything else?
No?
Sure.
What exactly are you leading towards, Beth?
You weren't the only ones at the boxing match, you know.
Oh, God. Is it all over the hospital?
It's true, then.
Do people really have nothing better to do than to whisper to each other about who's sleeping with who?
No, not really.
You just took me home. That's all.
That's all.
All right, he stayed.
I see.
No, you don't.
Come on, Kate, you said he stayed.
Look, don't press me on this, Beth. I don't want to embarrass him.
Okay. Sorry. What?
It's nothing. These things happen. He couldn't help it.
Help what?
When we got back, Michael had a little mechanical difficulty. It's understandable. It was a long day. We'd been drinking.
Michael?
Please, Beth. He's taking it very badly. You know how important that sort of thing is to a certain type of man.
The breathing type, yes.
We need to be understanding. I'm sorry.
Just a moment. What are you doing with that?
We just collected him from the theatre, the ingrowing toenail.
I'm Diana Ewart. I'm the unit manager for this medical team. Are you conscious at the moment? Good. Go back via my office and drop this off.
But I'm...
Now!
Morning, Beth.
Good morning.
Michael, I've got what you need.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't need anything. There's nothing wrong with me.
It's Mrs. Wing's biopsy.
Oh, right.
What's the matter?
Why, what have you heard?
About what?
Ah, I thought I'd be all over the place by now.
What?
Nothing. It's just that,
Kate and I went home together last night.
Did you? How did it go?
Well, I don't want to say any more. I don't want to embarrass her.
Oh.
So if you could just keep quiet.
Sure.
look out.
Good morning, Diana.
No, it is not. Once again, there is no space to park my vehicle.
Room cupboard must be full.
Did you say something, Dr. Jimson?
It's Thursday, Diana. We have all the cardiac rehabilitation outpatients today.
Well, can't they just jog up the hill and leave their cars at home? I mean, I can't even park round the front because the medical staff insist it's restricted.
That's where they park the ambulances, Diana.
Well, it's very inconvenient. Where's Dr. Regis?
He's not in yet.
Is that usual?
Most butchers don't open till 9.
When he arrives, will you ask him to come to my office? Where did you put it?
On the desk.
Thank you.
Nurse!
Michael, do you mind if I have a quick word?
Sure.
You're the expert on, well, relationships.
Do I detect an air of desperation in that request?
It's been so long since I've seen the inside of the nurses' quarter, I don't even know what colour the walls are.
Apple green on floors 1 and 2, buttercup on the top 2.
You see, I thought they were all blue.
No, yellow and green. Set the course for that one on the top, at the end.
Thank you. That's made me feel a lot better.
Oh, sorry, Phil.
I mean, everyone in the hospital's been in that one.
I'm sorry, Phil. What was it?
I've been trying to make friends with that new nurse, but she seems very distant with everyone.
Mandy?
Yes. I was talking to her before you came in, but things weren't going very well.
You didn't mention marine mammals, did you? Oh, Phil, I told you.
I didn't know what to say. It just popped into my head. I couldn't help it. Since last March, I've spent over 1,000 hours sleeping and waiting in the mess. All they've got in there are old reference books, a treasury of marine mammals, a history of yachting, St. James's Hospital from leeches to lasers, 1,000 years of hats. It's like being locked up with Norris McWhirter. I've lost all sense of social interplay.
You're a great guy.
No, I'm not. I'm a dead repository of useless information.
That's not true. People like you, don't they? They think you're interesting. They care for you.
I suppose so.
Well, if the cap fits.
It was probably hand-blocked using a steel device first patented by Jeremiah Locke.
I'll see what I can do.
You're not nervous, are you, Mrs. Wing? It'll be over before you know it.
The man over there was only taken in for an ingrown toenail. And they brought back an empty trolley.
That was just a mistake. They returned him to the wrong place. He'll be back soon.
Ah, Mrs. Wing. Let's see who's doing your operation. Ah, Dr. Brooke. He's one of our hardest working and most talented young surgeons.
Young?
Oh, you know, about your age, 30-something. They love it. Keeps them alive.
Same for us all.
I meant what I said about Phil, though. He's good. Nice guy, too.
I met him.
He's, unattached at the moment as well.
This place plays havoc with your love life. If you're not too busy, you're too tired.
Tell me about it.
Well, don't worry. Happens to everybody.
What?
You know, don't feel bad about it. Perhaps the right woman could work wonders.
I knew it. That loose-lipped, feather-brained... What?
Could be worth a try.
Oh, I don't know. It could be a long job.
I should hope it would be.
Do you think you could cope?
Well, I might, just.
Sure.
I think so.
Ah, Dr. Jimson, I wonder if I might interrupt this meeting of minds for a word in private.
In private? Oh, yes. That's where everyone in the entire building knows what's going on, isn't it?
Did you know that a spinnaker takes up to 4,000 pounds of pressure per square inch every day of its use?
Okay, so what's the big deal?
What's the big deal? Have you forgotten where you were last night?
Oh, well, if I have, I can just ask anyone!
Why are you doing this?
What did you do? Open a new programme on hospital radio? Dr. Jimson's intimate sexual failures with music by Bucks Fizz?
It's all happening all over again, like some repeat you've seen on TV hundreds of times, and when it comes on, you still find yourself watching it. Our relationship has become the good life of carnal knowledge. It's so humiliating.
Oh, what? Like everybody knowing you couldn't perform last night? That's sort of humiliating.
Oh, I see.
What?
So that's what all this is about. The fragile male ego. The moment you feel your sexual dominance is threatened, you run to some girly, wispy, giggly little nurse. Oh, doctor, you're so big and hairy.
I do not.
You know I'm right. That's why you ran out before our wedding. That's why you'll always run.
I don't know. Young nurses just seem so uncomplicated, so...
Easy.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, send her over. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just too hard on you.
It always seems to make sense when you say it. You just have to convince my body. It just likes that sort of thing.
What if you could control it?
You can't.
What if you could? Look, Geraldine's coming over in a moment. She's a hypnotherapist.
You know that stuff doesn't work.
She stopped me smoking, and you know I couldn't stop. Without a cigarette, I was a bag of nervous energy. Look at me now. She just suggested to me that every time I pick up a cigarette packet, it would be like picking up a red-hot poker. It worked.
I'm going back to the wall.
Now, think about this, Michael. If we're ever going to have a chance, you need to do something about this problem.
It's all hocus pocus. You know it is. It's like pixies and Father Christmas and homeopathy.
Ah, there she is. So, what do you have to lose?
Yes, you heard me correctly. I want my desk sterilized. It's no concern of yours why. Look, this entire hospital is full of sick people. Have you any idea how dangerous that is? If you would, yes. Thank you for coming, Dr. Regis.
It's a pleasure. Pauline and I have been having a lot of arguments recently.
I need to speak with you on a professional matter.
Oh.
I can now confirm that the Board of Management have agreed to go ahead with the proposed redevelopment.
Oh. Is this it?
Please don't touch that. It was rather costly to produce.
Sorry.
Now, as I was the first person to suggest and cost the whole project, the board have given me the great honor of making the first announcement about it at today's group meeting.
Well, you certainly have my full support.
Well, obviously I have that. That goes without saying.
Oh.
But what can we expect from the others?
Dr. Brooke, no trouble. Anyway, he's in the theatre. I like to keep him exhausted. Makes him more docile, like a dog that's been done.
And Dr. Russell?
Dr. Russell, she could be swayed either way, typical physician, confused by facts. No, trouble would be Jimson.
Yes, I thought so.
Geraldine, have you ever done anything like this before?
Not directly, but it's quite a simple extension of the process.
Look, I've been thinking about this, and I don't think I want to go through with it.
Sorry?
I'd rather just forget the whole thing. What?
We just did it.
When?
Just now. Geraldine determined you were a suitable deep trance subject, and you went out like a light.
This is a joke, right?
No?
But I don't remember anything.
I find it's more effective if I suggest that subjects forget the actual process before I bring them back.
Yes, but this is weird.
It's just a simple process to tap the subconscious mind in service of the conscious.
But I don't feel any different.
Not at the moment. You wouldn't.
Hang on. What have you two been doing to me?
Nothing to worry about.
Oh, no, I've seen those TV shows. What has Satan's daughter here made you make me do? Bark like a dog whenever I see a girl? Have an overwhelming compulsion to dribble in female company? Oh, I know, you're so fond of things being hot. How about whenever I see a nurse and think of sex, I imagine my genitals have just burst into flames?
See, I told you.
All right, I guess we'll have to call out the demonstration effect.
The what?
While you were under, and in case you needed proof of effectiveness, Geraldine gives you a small but harmless adjustment to prove the suggestions have taken root.
What sort of adjustment?
Well, in your case, a simple inability to say the word toffee.
How can anyone be unable to say the word toglet? Twigfy.
Kate, I really have to go.
Yeah, my clinic's waiting.
Hang on a minute. How long am I going to be unable to say the word toggle?
I'll take it off next time. Don't worry. Good luck.
Thanks.
And keep off the cigarettes.
If I want one, I shall just have a toffee.
Dr. Brooke,
Yes?
Mrs. Wing is feeling very nervous about her operation.
Shall I have a word with her?
I think it'd be a good idea. I brought the doctor to talk to you.
Oh, dear.
I'm Dr. Brooke. I'll be operating on you later today.
What's going to happen?
I don't know exactly.
You don't know?
It depends what I find when I get in there.
In where?
As far as we can tell, you have some kind of blockage in your bile duct.
You mean you're not sure?
No, but we have a good idea.
My bile duct?
It could be a stone.
A stone? Inside me? That sounds terrible.
Oh, no. It could be worse.
How?
It could be a tumour. Or bilial peritonitis.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
I'm definitely going to be sick.
How's it going with Nurse Mandy? You see, she likes you. Rex just called reception. You're needed in theatre.
Oh, no. Tonsillectomy.
I don't usually get that till afterwards. Rex.
And you can shut up as well.
I said morning, Rex.
Your usual prelude to casting some childish slur on my professional reputation.
How could I? You don't have any professional reputation.
All right?
Yeah, okay.
No sign of ill effects?
Well, what should there be signs of?
Nothing?
Well, there better not be.
Don't you trust me?
Well, I'm feeling okay.
Well, there you are, then.
Probably worn off by now, anyway. As much as you'd expect from some hypnotherapist.
Oh, aren't we the toffee-nosed ones?
I am not the tobble-nosed.
Morning, everybody.
2 chalk ices, please.
Thank you so much for finding time for this amongst your appointments.
Not at all, Diana.
This is a particularly important moment in the history of our hospital, and a great honor that on this occasion I have been asked to stand in for the chairman of the board.
Frank Sinatra?
Chairman of the management board.
Frank Sinatra is the chairman of the management board.
Yes, that's right, Dr. Regis. Nancy Sinatra is the matron, Dean Martin is the dean, and Sammy Davis Jr. has applied for your job, and despite being stone dead, might just get it.
Yes. Don't be so silly, Rex.
Stranger things have happened.
Now, as I was instrumental in the project, it's been decided that our little team will be the first to see it.
What?
The redevelopment plan for the hospital.
What?
What?
This is a surprise.
Now, as you can see, we are proposing to have an entirely new extension comprising 2 brand new operating theatres.
I think I can speak for all of us when I say this is very good news.
Excuse me, Diana. What's this?
Well, it's not a strictly accurate model at this stage.
Certainly isn't. It makes the nurses' home look like a multi-story car park.
Well, it is a multi-story car park.
So, what happens to the nurses' home?
Michael.
Well, we have to pay for the new theatres somehow, and our property values are currently unrealized.
Exactly. Makes sound economic sense.
So we'll be selling some land to British Car Parks PLC. We've already had a very good offer for the site.
So, what happens to the nurses' home?
Michael.
Well, we'll be optimizing the site before building begins.
Knocking it down?
Yes.
So it'll be gone forever?
Yes.
Good.
Michael, are you all right?
Yes, I'm feeling fine now. I just came over rather hot for a while.
Diana, are you sure that demolishing the nurse's home is a good idea?
About time those vapid nymphomaniacs had to pay their own way in the property markets.
I'm sure you see the logic of it, Dr. Russell.
Yes, but
And Dr. Regis and Dr. Jimson seem to be glad to see it go.
Well, of course they are. Rex wants his new operating theatre, and Michael is...
What?
Nothing.
Then I take it we all approve.
Well, actually,
Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Good morning.
What were you getting at just then?
Nothing. I was just surprised by what you said.
Actually, so was I. Funny thing, whenever Diana mentioned the nurses' home, I felt funny.
Oh.
You know that feeling when something awful's going to happen?
Yes.
Strange sense
Michael,
of foreboding. What is it kept away?
Yes.
I must be coming down with a virus. I think I'll take an aspirin and have a lie down in the mist. Sorry, did you want to say something? No?
Well, that went very well. Dr. Jimson put up no objections at all.
Too good to be true, if you ask me.
Oh, really? This is bordering on the paranoid.
Well, nobody else is so easy to persuade.
Well, you haven't told anyone else.
No, not really.
What do you mean, not really?
I might have mentioned it in passing.
Who to?
Oh, nobody of any consequence.
Oh, good.
Just some nurse.
A nurse? Have you taken leave of your senses?
Calm down. What can they do? I think I might be needed in the theatre.
Everything all right in here?
I think so, Diana.
Good. What's happened to the relaxing music we usually play?
I'm terribly sorry. It had a bit of an accident.
Right.
Oh, Diana, I've had maintenance on. They say they've thoroughly sterilized your desk now.
Thank you. Oh, my God!
Yes. Geraldine Finch. Yes. I tried her mobile. Could you please get her to call me urgently? Yeah, thanks.
Hi. How are you feeling?
Just grabbed half an hour's rest, thanks. What are you doing?
Look, Michael,
Kate, I've sent home your other outpatients. They'll need you in the ward.
what's going on?
Where have you two been hiding for the last hour? Mass meeting outside. All non-essential nursing, clerical and ancillary staff.
What is it?
The nurse is home. She's gone too far this time. Enough is enough.
I'll take reception.
Oh, no. This is all my fault.
Have you joined a demolition gang?
To all intents and purposes. If Michael had caused a fuss this morning, we might have made Diana think twice.
Oh, come on.
It was just a prank.
I don't follow.
Well, while he was under hypnosis, I asked Geraldine to suggest to Michael that whenever he went into the nurse's home, whatever he touched, the walls, the doors, the beds, would all seem red hot. I thought it would be good for us.
You two have a strange idea of affection, don't you?
We're a strange couple, Beth.
Sister, I have to go. Look, don't be too hard on yourself. That woman has been asking for something like this ever since she arrived.
Michael, what's going on? Rex just barged in and took over my appendectomy.
This could be bad.
There's a crowd of people in the car park. It's some sort of meeting.
I know. Go and see what they're saying, will you? Hello? Oh, Geraldine, look, can she get back to you? We've got a bit of a situation here, OK. Hello? Yes, I'll just check what ward is in your father, yes.
Michael, could you just listen
Oh, there
to
you
me?
are. Your friend the hypnotist just rang.
Oh.
I said you'd call her back.
Oh,
hello? Yes, he's in ward 6. OK, thank you. Bye.
Michael, I need to talk
Hello?
to you.
Look, not now, Kate. Can you check the ward register? There may be medication.
Somebody help me to the toilet.
Could you just hang on just for one moment?
What on earth is going on? There are no nurses, no porters, and even my secretary has vanished.
Ah, Diana, could you take Mr. Warner to the toilet?
Why?
Why do you think?
I need help to get on and off.
Well, that's not my concern.
It is now. We're the only staff.
The only staff? I don't understand.
They're having a meeting, Diana, about your plan to knock down their nurse's home.
Isn't their nurse's home? It's the hospital.
Oh, Mrs. Wing needs her pre-med. I'll get it.
Why is everyone acting like this over a building? It's just bricks and mortar.
Bricks and mortar? Take a good look. This is just bricks and mortar. The hospital is the staff.
But we have to have change.
People need time to catch up sometimes.
But we must constantly change, otherwise we can't take our place in the market.
The NHS is not a market. It's a public service.
Then where is the public service in leaving the public to fend for themselves? If they really cared about the public, they'd put the public's needs above their own selfish concerns.
Maybe they would have done once.
I can't hang on much longer.
Here we are. I'll take you. Diana, could you take this to bed 1? She's waiting for her operation. One of us will be along in a moment.
Oh, very well.
Hello? She's got a 50-50 chance of recovery.
Well, perhaps sometimes things do change too fast.
Is that a statement of policy, Diana?
No, it's all been set in motion now. Management board have approved. There's nothing that can stop it now.
Who is that?
What's happening?
It's all right, Mrs. Wing. They've just brought your pre-med. Not long to go now.
What's going on?
Here he is!
What is all this racket? I've got an entire theatre team waiting, and nobody's bringing me anything to cut up.
Tell us what you told them, Phil.
Well, nothing really. It just sort of popped into my head. From the History of St. James, Deed of Property, 1842. If any person shall cause the discontinuation of reasonably priced accommodation for the nursing and medical staff of St. James, or their antecedents thereof, then the land shall be exclusively offered back to the original owner for the price of 1 farthing.
Now they'll have to call it off.
Do you mind if I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you know about that clause all the time?
Who knows what lurks in the corners of the subconscious mind?
Michael, there's something I should have told you earlier.
What?
Don't be late. We'll all be waiting.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
Got a date, Phil.
They're throwing a party in the nurse's home.
Oh, yes.
You're invited too.
She's only kidding.
I don't mind. You go to the nurse's home and enjoy yourself.
Really?
Of course. I can see you anytime. Anyway, what sort of relationship do we have without trust?
Hey, hang on a minute. What was it you had to tell me?
It's getting chilly. Don't forget to keep warm.
She thinks she's planted a suggestion in my head. What she doesn't know is all the time her and her idiot friend were prattling on thinking I was zapped, I was listening to every single word they said.
What was the suggestion?
What does it matter? That bimbo couldn't hypnotise for Tobble.
A portrait of the cheetah in Wildlife on One, coming up next.
Good night, Diana. I hope you can find your car.
Oh, that's all right. I know exactly where I left it.
Did I say it was where you left it?